A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. Excerpt. Chapter 19, Tyrion. Voice of Tywin Lannister. You ask that? You who killed your mother to come into this world? You are an ill-made, devious, disobedient, spiteful little creature full of envy, lust, and low cunning. Men's laws give you the right to bear my name and display my colors, since I cannot prove that you are not mine. To teach me humility, the gods have condemned me to watch you waddle around wearing that proud line that was my father's sigil, and his father's before him. But neither gods nor men shall ever compel me to let you turn Castle Rock into your whorehouse. And welcome to the Black Dread. I am Billie Jean, the Black Dread. Fire and Blood. It has been a while. I have been in the Summer Isles for the last few weeks, and everything is bigger in the Summer Isles, and I mean everything is bigger in the Summer Isles. So I've been out of commission for a little while, but 7 blessings, I am back. Welcome. So, first off, I've got a couple of updates I want to give you. We got 2 meta things to get out of the way before we get into our topic today. First thing I want to do is give you a House of the Dragon update. Yes, House of the Dragon is on schedule for release in, I believe, April of 2022. And the updates that I want to give you are we have some new casting updates. Now, mostly what we have is rumors and speculation. Now, let's just face it right now. We don't have any new product to scrutinize right now, so all we can do is speculate and go over everything we do have. So, we have possible actor playing Aegon II. I think this one might be confirmed. What we've been doing is checking people's Instagram, and when I say we, I mean the Dragon Demands, my mentor, the Maester, Grand Maester, the Dragon Demands. He goes through like literally checking these people's Instagrams to see who they're following, if they just did anything new and made a new post. Are they in Cornwall? Have they been traveling lately? So we have a couple of possible. We have Otto Hightower, young man here who was in Lord of the Rings. He was great. I loved him. We have him possibly playing Otto Hightower. I think this one might be confirmed too. We have again Aegon II. We have a beautiful young lady who's going to be possibly again playing Lena Velaryon. We see her a lot at the Driftmark. The first images that we got from the spy photos were of a funeral, so we think it's, her funeral, But we see her there, lovely young woman, silver hair. I believe she's some type of rapper or something like that. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna put a picture up right there. There she is, pretty. So we have good information that everything, with the grayscale pandemic that's been going on, everything is on schedule for production. We don't see any problems. Miguel Spotchnik is there holding it down for us. And as you remember from Battle of the Bastards, even though the script was garbage, everything looked beautiful. So we know things are going to look absolutely beautiful. We have possible Jane Arryn, young lady here. We're just trying to figure out who she could possibly be playing because she's a little bit older than Rhaenyra. We're just doing process of elimination at this time. So keep in touch with me for House of the Dragon news. It's breaking so fast. Like, I was going to do this video about this a few days ago, but then they had new information like this guy here. We don't know who he's going to play, and some are speculating that he can be Jaehaerys Targaryen or Velaryon or whatever, but we don't think so, because if you remember the story, what happens with Aemon One Eye, and he's fighting for the dragon, they're having a fight. When he actually loses his eye to Lucerys, he's beating up Jaehaerys now. Does this guy look like he can get beat up? I don't think so. Not that easily. So we're having fun figuring this out, and I hope you're having fun too. House of the Dragon on schedule, April 2022. That is the first update. Second update, I think I might be doing something like a giveaway. I don't know. I thought I'd give away some free stuff here. That workout lady that's always hanging around me, everyone keeps saying she's, looks like me. I don't see it. But she's having some type of giveaway. Also, month of August, stay tuned. Black Dread giveaway. Something really cool medieval prize for you guys. My Kingsguard. Just to show my appreciation. I love each and every one of you. All right. So, now that we are done with the updates, let's get to the fun, the meat of our video today. So, I have here this little guy here. You ever been down a rabbit hole on YouTube? You ever type in something and the next thing you know, it's hours later and you're looking up something that you had no idea how you got there? Well, that happened to me, and that's exactly what this is here. So again, since we've been just doing nothing but speculating and, going over the material, scrutinizing, because, the Winds of Winter has yet to come out. But, I still believe that it's going to come out soon because George R.R. Martin has been a lot more active on his, his interviews and his blog. He's been giving a lot more information about his feelings about season 8 and with regards to the ending of the book. So we're like, okay, if you're talking about it, hopefully it's coming. He checked out of the cabin already. So, perhaps we're going to be getting a manuscript soon. So in the meantime, we have Winter is Coming, Symbols and Hidden Meanings in Game of Thrones. This is personification of a rabbit hole. Now, if you watch any other Song of Ice and Fire videos, out there, Preston Jacobs, this guy's, Gildas, some of these guys out there can talk for hours about these theories. Some of them are so far-fetched that it's just like laughable that I don't even want to bother debunking them or looking into them because they're just so hilariously silly. However, when I was going through here, another one of the little conspiracy theories that I like to talk about came up. So that means he's thinking about it. I saw it in a couple other scepters were talking about it, and maesters were talking about it online. So I'm just like, okay, this might be something. And that is Tyrion Targaryen. Yes, there is a lot of information going on out there that people think that Tyrion Lannister is a possible secret Targaryen, son of Aerys II, and his mother would be still his mother, Joanna. Now, George R.R. Martin is very smart. He does not write anything that's just, he just pulled it out of thin air. Like we saw with Lemongate, how meticulous and detailed he is with everything. So whether it's something that might mean something later or it's just a misdirection, he knows what he's doing. Like when he says the red door and the lemon tree, but then he'll go on later and keep talking about how there are no lemons in Bravos. There are no lemons in Bravos. So he knows what he's doing. So when he gives Tyrion Lannister in the book his description as having the pale, silver, blonde like Targaryen hair. He's got 2 eyes. Well, 2 eyes, but his eyes are a different color. Tyrion has 1 black eye and 1 eye that's, normal Lannister color. However, the black eye, when we talk about Fagon or, young Griff, we call him Fagon, fake Aegon. When we talk about his eyes and some of the other Targaryens, their eyes are lilac, but some of their eyes can be described as so dark, they're black. They look black, but then when you get up on them and when they're revealed into light or something, you can see that deep Targaryen purple. So that lilac. So Tyrion has that. And he has the hair, and he has what people have been saying are dragon dreams. So now, I've gone over a lot of information. I've read a lot more chapters than I should have read over and over again. I went through notes. I went through other people's information just to see what we can find out. And based on what I see here and what I've deciphered, the Black Dread has deciphered from the information in my hours of research, I do not believe Tyrion to be a Targaryen. I believe that to be one of George R.R. Martin's fun little misdirections to have us running around chasing our tails like we are doing right now. So I have a couple of reasons why I don't believe Tyrion is a Targaryen. I'm going to break them down. Basically, there's many of them, but the ones that stand out the most to me are number 1. Now, in that excerpt that we just heard from Storm of Swords, we can hear Tywin Lannister's wrath. And one of the things he says is, since I cannot prove that you are not mine. So, Tywin Lannister has gone through his life believing Tyrion to be his son, but just saying only because I can't prove that you're not. So he may have some ideas or anything, something like that, but he doesn't believe. My main thing with Tywin Lannister is that we all know Tywin's personality. Tywin Lannister is, hear me roar, a Lannister always pays his debts. The reigns of Castamere. So do we honestly believe that his beloved Joanna, the woman he married, his cousin, whether that's incest or not, that's a whole nother discussion. However, he married his cousin Joanna Lannister, and it said that, we know this stern man, Tywin Lannister, he smiled. He smiled around Joanna, and I was like, now imagine someone who doesn't smile so much that when they do smile, the whole realm notices. It's like, wow, Tywin Lannister smiled. So he loves this Joanna. And now we know Aerys Targaryen being, you know, unfortunately, one of my relatives, he's not exactly all there. Aerys Targaryen being Aerys Targaryen has made several passes at her. He has been known to take several unwanted advances. He took liberties at the bedding ceremony between Tywin and Joanna. He made comments about her boobs and stuff. You know, he said a lot of, you know, real foul shit. And I just want to say, do we think for 1 second that Tywin Lannister, if Aerys had defiled his Joanna that made him smile, he would have anything to do with her? Because we saw he's not afraid of Aerys. He was trying to resign when Aerys said that thing about Joanna's boobs. Tywin was like, "Oh, word? Okay, I'm out of here. I resign." You know, but you know, he's not afraid of Aerys. It's not that he's afraid to, you know, stand up to him. So it's like if he thought he did something with Joanna, he would be like, one, I'm out of here, and two, I don't think I can be with you, Joanna. This is well before the birth of his children, so he's had plenty of time to sit with that. I don't think he would keep being with Joanna. So I feel like Tywin is the type of person who would never, ever, ever deal with a woman like any sloppy seconds. That's not his thing at all, especially someone behind Aerys. Because even though him and Aerys was cool, Aerys started to low-key just started getting on his nerves. And he's like, okay, slowly, you're getting on my nerves. So now, the second thing people talk about is what I mentioned earlier, Tyrion and his dragon dreams. So what we have to understand about dragon dreams where it comes to Targaryens, it's not just, Tyrion describes himself as, when I was a little kid, I dreamt of dragons and I wanted to have a dragon. I would go down and set wildfire and pretend it was a dragon and pretend it was fire, and I would love fire. Okay. Oh, he must be a secret Targaryen. All right, let's look at maybe Darren Targaryen, Darren the Drunk, who is Maker's son, Egg's brother, Aegon 5, Egg's brother. Let's look at his dragon dreams. When he dreams, he dreamt of Dunk, the tall, Sir Duncan, the tall of the Kingsguard. He dreamt of him, and he says he's going to hatch a dragon, and he's going to give birth to a dragon, and he has all these prophetic dreams that come true, because of course we know Duncan the Tall did give birth to a dragon, Egg, and that's a whole other story right there. However, so again, look at Daenerys's dreams. Daenerys dreams she's red wedding and Euron Greyjoy and his cold penis, you know. So these people are having, what I'm saying is the word prophetic. It's not just fell asleep and I had a dream about a dragon. Okay, so what? It's different when you're having the dragon dreams that are prophecies that have come true, that you see things that have happened, that will happen. Dany's the dreamer, the one who saved Aenar and saved all of us pretty much from the doom. She's, something's gonna happen. We have to leave. I'm having a dream. That's a dragon dream. Not, oh, I fell asleep and it was a pretty dragon. I dreamt of riding it. That is not a dragon dream. So Tyrion really desires to have a dragon. Okay, that's cool. But that does not mean that he is a Targaryen. And that also leads me to the third thing, that I believe that Tyrion is not going to be a secret Targaryen, because we know the dragon has 3 heads. That is the prophecy that we have been hearing for hundreds of years. The dragon has 3 heads. So we have the 3 dragons. We have Rhaegal, Viserion, and Drogon. We know Daenerys rides Drogon. So we have two dragons that do not have riders. And we have right now, at the end of Dance, we have people moving toward Daenerys who could possibly be those mounts. We have Victorian moving, because you see he has the horn. We had Quentyn. Now, again, with theories, some people will tell you that Quentyn did not get burned alive by a dragon, that he is alive somewhere. Quentyn Martell has Targaryen blood. From when the Dornish and Targaryen came together, they started having Targaryen blood in the Dornish. So he definitely has Targaryen blood. So he could possibly, if he was still alive. I believe he's burnt to a crisp, but whatever, whatever. So right now in the story, we have Tyrion, who throughout all of these stories, and especially when we get to Tyrion and Jon Connington, which is young Griffin, and Fagon, they are really interested in Tyrion because of his knowledge of Valyrian arts and mystical arts, dragon lore. Because here we have my boy Paint in Feast of Crows, and in the beginning of other books here, we have people right now are looking to get dragon lore. We have people right now breaking into the Citadel, those secret rooms where they know the dragon lore is. And Tyrion has read all of those books. He's been to Dragonstone. He's been in King's Landing. He's been under Targaryen princes, and he's always dreamed of dragons, so he's always been fascinated by it. So Tyrion is moving in toward Meereen, toward Daenerys. I do not believe he is going to be able to get on a dragon and ride because he has Targaryen blood. I believe he's moving toward Daenerys to help her unlock the secrets of dragon lore, because she's still new to it. She just happened upon, dragon. She's not like me. She doesn't know how to put the spells and make it work. So Tyrion is going there to help her. So I don't think that Tyrion is a Targaryen. Those are my 3 main reasons why. I believe his purpose is something to do with one of the dragons, but maybe getting someone to be the 3rd mount, because we may have Azor Ahai and Jon Snow. We may have Victorian, who can charm the dragon with the horn, whether Daenerys likes it or not. If he gets someone to blow that horn, that dragon is his, So, or Euron's, again, it's still up in the air. But, so pretty much that is why I enjoy that theory of Tyrion Targaryen. But unless I get some more evidence in Winds of Winter right now, so far there's not, I'm going to go ahead and just stick with Tyrion Lannister. People use Tywin Lannister's hatred of Tyrion because, he's not his son and he has to keep it. I'm like, if Tywin for 1 second really, really, really believed that Tyrion was not his son, he would have cast him. There is no way Tywin Lannister would raise a child that, 1, was not his, 2, killed his beloved Joanna on the way into this world, and 3, was a misshapen, spiteful, evil, lust-filling, low-cunning dwarf. And all dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes. So Tyrion got the worst of it. And I think it's because, he let him, like you said, he allowed you to wear that proud lion. He did it because he knows he's a Lannister. However, it's like, ooh, I can't stand you, but you are a Lannister. And I believe that. Tywin's actions let me believe that. Everything else to me is just speculation. So if you think anything different, you have any different theories about it, let the Black Dread know. I'd love to know. So on that note, as always, I'm going to leave you with the words of House Targaryen. Fire and